Yo, guys, is it about that time again? Huh? Is it about that time again already? We just did a top 5 the other day. You know, I've got a rule around here. We don't put out 2 top 5s in the same week, but damn it, it seems like we're doing nothing but top 5s. Listen though, we talked about kinetic weapons the other day, and if you missed it, you're okay. Link will be in the description below. You can check it out on your own time. But today, right here, right now, we're talking about energy weapons, man. And I gotta say, I've got a shit ton more energy weapons than I do kinetic weapons, and they are all a monster. So let's talk about the 5 energy weapons that have been owning in PvP for me. The weapons that you should be giving a try. And believe me, in Destiny 2, always keep an open mind. Just because some of these might not be the most common weapon you've seen in Crucible does not mean it is not a good weapon. So without further ado, fellas, let's get started. At number 5, guys, I have Last Dance. Now, I know some of you are going to pretty much riot right now in the comment section. You're going to be like, what the hell? Why is Last Hope not in this spot? I agree, Last Hope is a good sidearm, but I find Last Dance to be better in every kind of way. It is still an Armalon sidearm, as in it's still a 3-burster, but the perks that align with Last Dance, to me, fit my playstyle more. It has a trait called Moving Target, which essentially adds on more movement speed and target acquisition while aiming down sights and moving. How many times are you not moving when you're aiming and shooting? I mean, I'm just saying, strafing should be second nature to most of us, and I find that to be a much more useful perk on this sidearm versus something like Zen Moment on Last Hope. Again, guys, it's going to require you to try it out, and I know some of you, again, y'all are jumping out of your chair. You're ready to go for my fucking throat right now, but listen to what I got to say, guys, because I bullshit you not. Yo guys, at number 4, I've got Phosphorus MG4. Now this was a very known SMG during the beta, and something happened. It's like people forgot what to use on this gun. They think it's just trash. Listen, if you keep it on steady rounds and keep it in that 900 RPM archetype, yes, it will be trash for you. But simply apply the Flash HS5 sight, go down after that and apply Phase magazine. You now have a 600 rounds per minute archetype weapon in your energy slot, which is the most competitive SMG archetype in the game, as an Adjudicator falls in that same slot. So does Anio. Those are the 2 SMGs that I mentioned to be the best SMGs in the game right now, and essentially you have the same thing here but in your energy slot. Fellas, Phosphorus is so good. Don't listen to the hearsay. I heard it. A lot of people are saying, wow, Phosphorus got nerfed. It did not get nerfed. People just obviously forgot to apply Phase magazine to this thing and try it out for themselves. Okay, guys, so number 3 is when shit hits the fan for me, okay? Last weekend, we were getting into Trials of the 9, and everybody was using a Mida multi-tool, and I was like, God dog it, man. Like, how do you compete? What do we go with? You know, I tried out Nameless Midnight, I tried out a Does Not Compute, I tried out a Mida, and I got sick to my stomach just looking at it, and so I thought to myself, what do I need to use to beat them? And then I tried out Conspirator, which is the Raid Scout Rifle, and listen to me, fellas, this Scout Rifle is one of the best, if not the best scout rifle in the game right now. Now, it's got a couple things going for it. It's in the right art type. It's the same art type as Mida, okay? Essentially 4 crits, 1 body shot at 1.2 seconds. But there's another little twist to it. It's got full auto on it. So if you can imagine a Mida multi-tool shooting at full auto, that's essentially what you got with this weapon. Worry about strafing, just go back and forth, keep laying on the damn R2 trigger, you're gonna be completely fine. Fellas, this gun was eating up Mida multi-tools last week. It's one of the best scout rifles in the game. I highly suggest it if you're a scout rifle lover to try this gun out. Number 2, guys, is the Prosecutor. Now, there's some things I'm going to mention about the Prosecutor that really takes you using it and taking it out for a spin to understand how good this weapon is. You'll find yourself getting engagements every now and then that are kind of a long-range engagement. It might be like pulse rifle range, scout rifle range, and you may think to yourself, an auto rifle can't handle itself here. The Prosecutor, that's where it thrives, man. It thrives in those long-range engagements. It's as if the weapon was purely designed to have just crazy target acquisition at such ranges that you would think only a pulse or a scout rifle would be good in. Now, this weapon also has a great time to kill. It is in the most competitive art type at 8 crits, 1 body shot, and that's approximately 1.07 seconds. So it's very fast. You know, in comparison to a lot of our other auto rifles, you're looking at a very fast time to kill, but in comparison to most of the weapons across the board, if you listen to me mention the other time to kills, this is one of the most competitive weapons in the game right now. Fellas, get your hands on it. And number 1, guys, is URIEL'S gift, which was a huge surprise for me, guys. I mean, believe me, I want nothing more than to see Prosecutor at that top of the list. But here's the thing, URIEL'S gift was the only weapon that would beat me out whenever I would use Prosecutor. I would see it in the feed. I would be like, wow, what was that just flinched me? What was that just killed me that fast? And it would be URIEL'S. And it takes you really putting on URIEL'S gift, throwing on those high caliber rounds, and going in a Crucible and seeing just how deadly the gun really is. I think so many of us, especially coming from Destiny 1, are having kind of a difficult time just kind of accepting the fact that auto rifles are so damn good in Destiny 2. And then on top of that, not only accepting it, but finding ourselves falling more and more in love with these autos, dude. It's one of my favorite guns in the game, man. Right there with Prosecutor, and I love them both. And it was a very hard decision of mine to put this at the number 1 spot, but URIEL'S gift definitely earned it. Yo guys, thank you so much for coming and watching, man. If you're new to our channel, please subscribe, be a part of this. We like to put out videos like this a lot, man. We essentially dissect everything inside of Crucible, try to get down to the nitty-gritty of what's good and what's not good, and kind of come up with methods to make ourselves even better. It's a learning lesson, guys. That's all it is. Even for me, every single day, I'm always learning stuff, and that's what I love about PvP, is that people adapt, people are different, and every engagement's a different one than the next. And so I really enjoy making these kind of videos because it kind of fleshes out the weapons for me and pretty much makes me realize, all right, which one of these guns are the best ones that work for me. And I think that changes for a lot of different people. Well, fellas, as always, thank you so much for coming and watching, and I'll catch you all later.
Slap that like button like your mama told you right.